Hi everyone, Arcade Spawn here. So I just picked up the Stormbreaker Special Edition controller for Xbox and PC and thought we could do an unbox, have a look around, and I'll give some thoughts in case you're thinking of picking one up. This is one of 3 controllers in the Special Edition Breaker series. This is the most subtle of the bunch. The other 2 that are available are the Icebreaker, which is frosted blue, and then we've got the vibrant pink and blue Heartbreaker with its 80s shell suit vibe. I do quite like a bit of monochromatic style, so the Stormbreaker does seem a sleek choice. Now, because these are special edition controllers, they are slightly more expensive than regular ones, so obviously we need to consider whether these are worth the extra money or if you'd be better to save your pennies for something else like an insanely priced Game Pass subscription maybe.
Xbox, go home.
So just like other recent Xbox controllers, the Stormbreaker comes in this revised smaller packaging. We've got the controller on the front with a moody storm backdrop, which looks pretty cool. Fairly standard stuff other than that, although it does highlight the rubber grips here on the back, which I want to come back to later as this is an interesting change to talk about. So let's open it up and take a look. I think that's quite a tasty looking controller actually. First thing I noticed are these silver petals and highlights, which I did not notice at all, either from the online pictures or the box cover art. It adds a little something for sure. Apart from the controller, we get some batteries and that's basically it. So let's have a look around the controller. The black and white design with the abstract petals is like something from a Kurosawa samurai movie. The flecks of silver look great as they catch the light, and I'm a sucker for black and white colour schemes, so this fits right at home in my gaming setup. It's described online as featuring greys, blacks and whites, but not sure why the metallic bits weren't worthy of a mention. It's got a gunmetal D-pad, which I really like, all black thumbsticks, the buttons are white with grey legends, it's got an all black Xbox guide button that goes white when lit. On the top it's got crispy clean matte white bumpers and triggers with the grip textures on them. These look really nice against the black back. Only downside with white is they might get a bit mucky over time. Not mine of course, I'm well clean. On the back it's pretty much all black and the plastic black matches the black rubber grips perfectly. In fact, all the black parts of this controller match up really nicely. Gives it a proper Stormtrooper finish. I do want to point out that the rubber grip placement has actually changed. Usually you'll find it here on the back and on the inside of the handles, but for this one they've moved the grips to the outside edges. The back and inside of the handles is now just textured plastic. I think it's an odd decision. If anything, it just feels like a regular controller now as I've lost that nice grippy texture where my fingertips rest. Moving on, we've got the battery compartment and nothing interesting going on here. Ports wise, it's got the usual USB-C port on the top, 3.5 headset jack on the bottom along with the accessories port. The controller weighs around 256 grams, so it's just around the usual range. Now, strangely, I have more to say about this controller than I thought I would. First thing is that of the 3 Breaker series controllers, this is the only one without the translucency, which sort of seems a bit inconsistent. I mean, it could have worked here, although maybe that would have ruined the crispness of the white, but maybe you like that added dimension, so it's worth knowing that this is the one that doesn't have that. The grip placement is confusing to me. I liked how it was with the grip on the back and on the inside of the handles where I could actually feel it. If anything, why not just wrap the whole thing like on the Starfield controller? When I hold this, it just feels like a standard controller now. I can't feel this grip on the outside, so that's a negative for me, especially as this controller costs more than standard ones. There are no upgrades to any components here, so it will still be susceptible to all the usual controller longevity issues. Now, I rarely talk about build quality with these controllers, but I was a little surprised to spot a couple of things that were off with my copy. My left thumbstick isn't centered, kind of seems to be side-eyeing off into the distance a little bit, and there's a slight gap difference between the trigger and bumper on each side. Now, I'm being super picky, I know, and I can only speak for my one, but it's things like this that I've personally not had with any of my previous Xbox controllers, so it's interesting to me and important to flag, I think. Overall, I think if you love the aesthetics of the Stormbreaker, can find a good deal, or you just don't mind paying the special edition prices, then yeah, go for it. But with the grip tape changes, it feels even less special. I think it's hard to justify the cost. But then that seems to be the Xbox way lately, doesn't it?
Because this is how we play now.
Okay, that's it for today's video. Let me know if you made it to the end, as it really means a lot that people actually bother to watch my videos. YouTube has some weird new hype feature, so if you do see that pop up, then please be a legend and give it a hype. Have a peek at the other vids on the channel if you're really bored, and if they seem your thing, then maybe you ought to stick around, so subscribe and we can check out some more gaming stuff. Other than that, thank you for watching, take it easy, and I'll catch you soon.